my new song, Don't Give Up. And I want you to bear with me. I just want to see how everybody is doing and how how your day is going, how your weekend's going, and I hope that everybody is having a great Labor Day. As you know, I'm about to write some new songs. I'm about to drop an album on my birthday. Um, and I'm hoping that I can get it out to you before my birthday because there's a lot of things going on, and I really want to get this out to you. But it's hard when I'm like, always busy. And so, Don't Give Up is basically, it in the description, don't give up. There's a lot of things that are going on in people's lives, and a lot of people who have depression or anxiety, immediately think of like, I'm gonna give up. Like I'm gonna immediately commit suicide. I'm not good enough to do anything um, that I feel is gonna happen. So what do you do at this point? When you're feeling like you're at that moment and you want to give up, what do you do? And so for me, I turn to music because music is my coping skill and music is my strength. And so I haven't really been singing that long, but I've grew up singing in choir. In college, I didn't really get a chance to do music, and that was really my passion, was to be, a singer. And one of my biggest inspiration was Mariah Carey, because Mariah Carey is awesome. She I don't know, I just fell in love with her when I first heard her song Bye Bye on the radio. And, to this day, I still listen to it. I love it so much. And so all these musicians that I grew up, listening to and grown to know and love over these years have been amazing. Um, there's, let's see, there's just been a lot growing up. I grew up as an abused child in my childhood, and which kind of made it hard for me to be able to grow as a person that I'm growing now, because I didn't get the education that I needed. um I still I didn't get the services I needed, and I still need the help. So Don't Give Up is kind of like, it kind of goes with all that stuff. But really, for people that have been following me for like the past year or two, would know that I was dealing with the system. I was dealing with child protection and my two children. And a lot of people that subscribe to me know that, like, I didn't give up. I immediately, it took me a minute, but I immediately was like in fight mode, advocacy mode, and then I eventually, was able to get hired in a nonprofit. And so I've been doing advocacy. I've been doing this work for 2.5 years. And, if I didn't get my kids back, trying to, stand up for myself, trying to find my voice. It took me a minute, but I eventually got there. Hence, called Freedom from the Streets and No More Streets. And it's just been a long journey for me, and this album that comes out, so there's going to be some gospel songs in it. And I know that I said that I wanted to be a gospel singer, which I think my voice will be good at. However, I want to move people. I want to make music that other people can relate to, because, that's really how, that's really what captures people. So for me, like, I am going to do the gospel, there's going to be some gospel pieces in this album, but there's also going to be like a lot of hurt that's coming out in this music, because, I've been through so much. I finally fought the system, but I'm still a part of the system. And so, I just want people to know that, like, whatever you're going through, and I know it can be hard, and I have to relate it to myself and take my own advice, because I do it, because we're all human, right? Like, with my own depression and anxiety, I want to give up sometimes, there, because I still haven't figured out what triggers me to go like, oh, I'm gonna go to weak mode. And if people don't know most about like personal empowerment, it's basically like it's a class that you definitely should go to. Definitely look up Twin Cities Rise in Minnesota and see if you can join one of their classes because they're really awesome. Like when I first was dealing with the system and lost my two children, man, I was going downhill. I literally, it, you don't even want to know what I was like back then. But I'm stronger now. I'm not strong to where I want to be, and I want to be the follower that God needs. But it's hard because like for me, like I was so caught up in this system that I lost hope of everything. And so I have to try to regain that hope. And that's why I want to that's what I want. I want to help others, lift themselves up because if I'm able to help others, then maybe that will help me help myself because you know and it's hard for me because I'm always that type of person that's always nice and you know want to help people, but I always think of others before help myself. So I just want to put that out in perspective. um don't give up is pretty explanatory. I can't even talk today. And then oh, I know I dropped another one. See, I'm not like other musicians where I can remember every single title, which I should be remembering, but I'm not that type of singer. I really don't want to be labeled. I just want to just like sing to myself, my children, and God right now. So I'm not worried about, you know, I'm going to work myself up to it. And I'm still pretty young, so I got time to do this all. But the last single that I dropped, and my mind is so blank right now. I cannot remember any of the songs I dropped. But I remember that there was Keep the Faith, and that's pretty explained. It tells you inside the title. Definitely need to keep the faith. And I know that it could be hard when you're going through a lot of struggles and going through ups and downs. But everybody has to keep hanging in there. And just know that I got your back, even though, I still have the symptoms myself. And just know that I love each and every one of you, and I appreciate you all. And I will be dropping Don't Give Up soon. All right, y'all. Take care. Have a great day. Love y'all. Mwah.